How many times have you done it? How many times have you stood there, heart exposed, laying out your case with perfect logic and raw emotion, only to be met with a blank stare? How many times have you exhausted yourself trying to explain your worth to someone who is actively looking for a discount? You argue, you defend, you over-explain your intentions, your dreams, your very soul, hoping that this time, they will finally see you. And what do you get in return? Silence, indifference, or worse. You get that condescending nod that tells you they heard the noise you were making, but they didn't listen to a single word. Why do we do this? Why do we fight so hard to be heard by people who have already decided to misunderstand us? Why do we bleed ourselves dry trying to gain the approval of an audience that has already made up its mind? We have been taught a lie that tells us our value is in negotiation, a lie that whispers that if we just find the right words, if we just explain it one more time with a little more passion, we can convince the world and that woman and our own families to finally give us the validation we crave. We have been conditioned to believe that the man who talks the most, who argues the loudest, who explains the most thoroughly, is the one who wins. But I am here tonight to tell you that this is a blueprint for burnout, a roadmap to resentment, a surefire way to lose the one thing that is truly yours, your own sovereign soul. There is a deadline approaching, not on a calendar, but in your spirit, a divine appointment with your own destiny. August 25, 2025. This is not a date of doom, but a date of decision. It is a symbolic line in the sand. Before this day, you must choose to stop participating in the exhausting battle for external validation. You, the chosen ones, the ones who feel that stirring in your spirit, that divine dissatisfaction with the shallow and the meaningless, you are being called to a higher way. You are being called to discover the most misunderstood and underestimated power a man can ever wield, the power of strategic silence. Tonight, I promise you a new perspective, a way to reclaim your energy, to protect your peace, and to become so profoundly grounded in your own worth that you become magnetic. A way to let your silence speak volumes more than your words ever could. The truth is, your compulsive need to explain yourself comes from a place of deep pain. It comes from a wound that tells you you are not enough on your own. It's the echo of a childhood where you had to perform for love. It's the scar from a past relationship where your reality was constantly questioned. It's the crushing weight of a society that tells you your worth is measured in likes, in matches, in the approval of others. You feel unseen, unheard, and misunderstood, and so you talk. You talk and you talk, hoping to build a bridge of words to another person's soul to make them understand. But you cannot force someone to cross a bridge they have no intention of walking. You cannot make someone see a vision they are determined to keep their eyes closed to. This constant effort, this emotional labor, it's draining you. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You pour and you pour, giving away your energy, your focus, your peace, and you're left with nothing but emptiness and exhaustion. You go on dates and you find yourself turning into a salesman, trying to pitch your own value. You list your accomplishments, you explain your ambitions, you justify your feelings, hoping she'll see you as a you man. But a truly you man doesn't need to present a resume. 3. His value is inherent. It is felt in his presence, not heard in his pitch. 4. You argue with family members who are committed to a version of you that you outgrew years ago. You defend your life choices to friends who are more comfortable with your struggles than your success. And with every word you give away a piece of your power. You are watering dead plants, hoping they will one day bloom. This flawed mindset is not entirely your fault. We live in a world of noise. We are told to speak our truth, to communicate more, to work things out. And, while communication is vital, we have confused it with a desperate need for agreement and validation. We believe that if someone misunderstands us, it's our responsibility to fix their perception. We've been sold the lie that our value is a democratic process, decided by the votes of those around us. If she doesn't see your worth, you must not be worthy. If they don't understand your path, you must be on the wrong one. This is the great deception. Your worth is not up for debate. Your purpose is not a group project. Your peace is not a negotiation. You are trying to use words to solve a problem that words created. The more you explain, the more you diminish your own authority. The more you argue, the more you signal that their opinion holds power over you. Think of the lion. Does a lion roar to convince the gazelles of its strength? Does it hold a meeting with the hyenas to explain its right to rule? No, its power is self-evident. It exists. It moves with purpose. Its silence is as powerful as its roar. You have been living like a crow, squawking for attention, when you were born to be a lion. The turning point comes when you realize this truth. Your energy is your most valuable currency, and you have been giving it away for free to people who are not even invested in your stock. You must learn to conserve it for what truly matters. This is the turning point. This is the principle that will change your life before that spiritual deadline of August 25, 2025. It is the art of strategic silence, and let me be clear, this is not about being passive. It is not weakness. It is not the silent treatment or passive aggression. Strategic silence is an act of immense power and self-respect. It is an active, conscious choice. It is energy conservation for your soul. It is a declaration that says, "My peace is more important than your opinion of me." So what does it mean in practice? It means not arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. When you encounter someone who twists your words, who questions your motives at every turn, who has already cast you as the villain in their story, you must learn to stop talking. You state your truth once, calmly and clearly, and then you disengage. You do not enter the courtroom of their opinion to defend yourself, because you are the judge of your own life. It means not explaining your vision to people who lack the capacity to see it. Your dreams were given to you, not them. When you share your grand vision with small-minded people, you are inviting them to throw stones at your masterpiece. Protect your dreams. Nurture them in the quiet incubator of your own belief and action. Their validation is not required. It means not defending your worth to someone who is looking for a reason to devalue you. This is crucial in dating. If you feel the constant need to prove you are good enough, smart enough, successful enough, you have already lost. The right person for you will not require a performance. They will be drawn to your essence, not your explanation of it. When you feel that urge to justify your existence, you must choose silence. Let your actions, your integrity, and the very peace you carry be your irrefutable argument. Your silence in these moments is not an admission of defeat. It is the calm, quiet confidence of a man who knows his own value and refuses to put it on the clearance rack for anyone. It is a boundary. It is a shield. It is you finally choosing yourself. So what do you do with all this energy you have saved? This is where the transformation happens. This is how you become the man you were chosen to be. You take all that power you were wasting on futile arguments and desperate explanations, and you turn it inward. You begin to build your kingdom in silence. A kingdom is not built with words. It is built with bricks, with sweat, with action. Stop talking about the man you want to become and start being him. Go to the gym, not to post a selfie, but to forge discipline in the fire of physical exertion. Read the books, not to sound smart on a date, but to expand the territory of your own mind. Work on your career, your business, your finances, not for the applause, but for the profound satisfaction of building something real, something that is yours. The fulfillment you seek is not in the validation from others. It is in the work itself. It is in the quiet pride you feel when you look at what your own two hands have built. Let your success make the noise. Let your results be the only explanation necessary. While they are busy talking, you are busy building. While they are debating your worth, you are compounding it. This is the path of the high. Value man. He doesn't chase, he builds, and what he builds attracts. 5. And as you build your external kingdom, you must also build your internal one. You must become your own source of validation. This is the hardest work, but it is the most rewarding. It means learning to sit with your own emotions without needing someone else to soothe them. It means facing your own doubts and fears without needing an audience to reassure you. This is where practices like journaling become your sanctuary. Write down your thoughts, your frustrations, your wins. Untangle the knots in your own mind. Become your own confidant. Practice meditation or prayer, not as a chore, but as a way to connect with the unshakable center within you. Learn to hear your own inner voice, that divine compass that has been drowned out by the noise of other people's opinions. When you validate yourself, when you approve of yourself, the world's approval becomes a pleasant bonus, not a desperate necessity. You stop asking, do they like me? And you start asking, do I like them? Do they align with my values? Do they respect my peace? This shift is monumental. It moves you from the passenger seat of your life to the driver's seat. You are no longer reacting, you are creating. You are no longer seeking, you are embodying. And here is the beautiful paradox, the divine secret. The moment you stop chasing validation, the moment you stop explaining yourself and redirect that energy inward, is the moment you become magnetic. Your self-assuredness, your quiet confidence, your profound sense of inner peace, these things are incredibly attractive. People, and especially the kind of high-quality partner you seek, are drawn to a man who has his own internal world sorted out. A man who doesn't need her to be his source of happiness, because he has already cultivated his own. Your silence creates intrigue. It communicates a strength that desperate words never could. They will wonder what you're thinking, what you're building, what fuels you. They will lean in, not because you demanded their attention, but because your centered energy commands it. The right people will hear your silence more loudly than your words ever could. 6. They will see your actions, and they will understand your character without you having to say a word. The ones who are meant for you will not need an explanation, and the ones who do are not meant for you. It is that simple. You will begin to attract people who are on your frequency, people who respect your boundaries because they have their own, people who are drawn to your light because they are also tending to their own flame. Your life will become a testament to the power of focusing on what you can control, yourself. The date is set. The call has gone out. August 25, 2025. This is your personal turning point. The world will continue to get louder, more demanding, more chaotic. It will beg for your attention, for your energy, for your explanation, and you will have a choice. You can continue to pour your life force into the void of other people's validation, or you can reclaim it as your own. Your peace is your ultimate priority. Your energy is your most sacred currency. Stop giving it away to those who have not earned it. Stop trying to sell your worth to people who can't afford you. The battle you have been fighting is not with them, it has always been with yourself. It is the battle between the part of you that craves approval and the part of you that knows it is already whole. So tonight, I challenge you, I charge you. The next time you feel that burning urge to over-explain, to defend your honor, to beg to be understood, stop. Take a breath, root yourself in the ground beneath you, and choose silence. Choose your peace, choose yourself. Go build your kingdom, go forge your soul. Go and become the man you were always chosen to be. The right people will not just hear you, they will find you. And they will have been drawn there by the profound, undeniable, and powerful sound of your silence.